Welcome into another NFL Draft Player Spotlight here. I'm your host, Kainani Stevens, joined by Brandon Olson from Locked On Gators. We've got another prospect to talk about. Osiris Torrence is a big man, right? Exactly what you want in the trenches, right? As someone guarding you, protecting your quarterback. He did not allow a sack at all during his college career. That just sounds insane when you say it out loud, but how physically big is this person? You've seen him in person, so tell me how big this man is, because I cannot imagine it when I'm reading his stat line.
Yeah, I got to stand next to him, and let me say, I would never do that again. I just don't like standing next to offensive linemen. I feel like a toddler, and I don't want to do that. But Osiris is huge, and he's also like pretty soft spoken, which is always great to see. Offensive linemen, it's like, oh, you're a gentle giant, not on the field. But yeah, I mean, it's just ridiculous how big Osiris Torrance is, and that's one of the biggest selling points for him. Dude looks like Blastoise out there.
Obviously, when you see something like that, talent-wise, you're like, oh my God, like, yeah, I have to have him. He didn't test well at the combine, obviously didn't do great. Some people take that combine really seriously. Most people don't. You know, you look at tape. As someone that watched him through college, what is he kind of bringing to the next level? Obviously his size, but in terms of what he's able to do.
Yeah, I think you're getting someone who can do anything you're going to ask for from an offensive lineman. You need him to pass protect? Great. He's proven for 4 years in a row now. He's pretty good at that. You need him to work in run blocking? He can do that, obviously. He's got plenty of power, not super agile as a tester. And again, the whole thing of like, can he operate in a zone-based, zone blocking scheme? He just did for 4 years. He operated in a zone blocking scheme that uses similar blocking styles as the San Francisco 49ers. So if he could do that, then that's fine. He can obviously do that at the next level. Maybe not to the same dominant level that he was at in college, but I think if you watched Osiris Torrance's tape, combine shouldn't have shocked you. It was a bad performance, and that sucks, but it shouldn't have been expected that he was going to light it up. Like, he wasn't going to be Anthony Richardson at the combine. That's just not what he was.
When you look at something like that, where that position specifically, he's played guard, but size versus skill there, right? Because you want a little bit of both, but he's just so imposing physically that even the things that the things that he lacks, he just makes up for with pure size.
Yeah, that's really all it is. You know, best part about playing offensive line, or best part about trench football, is forcibly moving someone where they don't want to go, whether or not you have the technical skill to do that. Osiris Torrance, he's improved technically year over year, but yeah, he's just a mountain of a human being that can physically move you, whether or not you want to be.
Linemen aren't always the sexy pick, but that's someone you need. And if you have someone like this that you can put there for 10 years to guard your quarterback, that's exactly what you want. Is there a specific team or a fit that you feel like he would be a good place at, or he would be a good fit for?
Honestly, I think he's one of the few players that you watch and say, okay, he's a scheme versatile guy. Doesn't matter the system, doesn't matter the team or what's around him. He's a great pass protector. So if you want to put him on a team that's going to throw the football a lot, great. You've got a guy that's, again, proven year over year that he can be a strong pass protector. You want to put him in a zone blocking scheme, let him do it. Let him do that, because he's proven he could do that. Power blocking or gap blocking, whatever you want to call it, he can do that too, because guess what? The most important part of that is being a just physically imposing big dude. And if you've ever seen Osiris Torrance, you know that's exactly what he is. So I think he's one of the few prospects in any year where you say, okay, scheme versatile, doesn't matter what it is, he can do it.
Offensive linemen don't always get all the credit that they're due, and sometimes the show, where he's looking like, a top prospect in his position, but where do you see him kind of falling? And do you think that's realistic projection, or do you think we'll have a little bit of surprise coming on draft night?
I think looking in that 20 to 40 range is right where he should go. Guard isn't as valued. It's the running back of the offensive line. It's just overlooked. So that is what it is. But you're getting someone who, you can get a 10-year starter at that position in the first round. You're going to do that. If you can get that in the top 40, great. But a scheme versatile player, that production is there, the tape is there, the personality, not an issue at all. So if you take him in whatever system he's in, great. He's going to do it. And yeah, projection is what it is. I'd probably take him a little bit earlier, but I understand that guards aren't as valued as they probably should be.
We'll see where he fits in. I'm sure there will be a team out there very happy to have his skill set. Brandon, Locked On Gators will have you covered on Torrance and all the other Gators when they get drafted.